Welcome to our History in Shadows channel, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.
This image depicts Sturmtruppen, specialized German assault troops of World War I, known for storming enemy trenches with speed and precision. Their tactics influenced modern infantry operations. How did their innovative approach change the way battles were fought on the Western Front? This 1915 photograph shows your great-great-grandfather in France, likely during World War I. The image offers a personal glimpse into the lives of those who experienced the war firsthand. How might his experiences have shaped his family's history in the years that followed? In June 1979, crowds gathered in Glasgow to watch rally cars depart on the first stage of the International Scottish Motor Rally. The image captures the excitement of motorsport enthusiasts. How did such events bring communities together and fuel local passion for racing? This image shows Japanese sailors participating in a swimming exercise, with the coastline deliberately obscured by military sensors. It highlights both routine naval training and wartime security measures. How did such exercises prepare sailors for the challenges of maritime operations? This 1945 photograph shows American soldiers compelling German civilians to witness the aftermath of wartime atrocities. The image reflects the tension and reckoning in the final days of World War II. How did such moments impact civilians confronting the realities of the conflict? In 1957, Princess Fazile, granddaughter of the last Caliph Abdulmecid Effendi, was engaged to King Faisal of Iraq in Yasilkoy, Istanbul. On the day of his arrival, a coup in Iraq led to the king and his family being massacred. How did this tragedy alter royal plans forever? This circa 1885 studio portrait, by an unknown photographer, shows two women holding folded parasols. The image highlights Victorian fashion and social customs, reflecting elegance and decorum of the era. What stories might these women's lives reveal about late 19th century society? This image shows a faithful guard stationed along the Isonzo front, likely during World War I. The guards' posture and vigilance reflect the harsh realities of trench warfare and the importance of maintaining positions in this strategic region. How demanding was life at the front? This image shows the Cevalette, a French World War I test camouflage suit named after artist Lucien Victor Guérin de Cevalette. Designed to blend soldiers into the battlefield, it represents early experimentation in military concealment. How effective were such suits in real combat conditions? This image shows Bersaglieri of the 1st Bersaglieri Battalion Benito Mussolini volunteers operating a Solothan S-18-1000, likely during training or an anti-partisan operation. It highlights Italian infantry tactics and the use of heavy weapons in close support. How did these troops prepare for combat? In February 1879, the headman of Peshbolak in Nangarhar province, Afghanistan, is seen submitting to General Macpherson of the British invading force. This image captures a moment of colonial negotiation and authority. How did such interactions shape local resistance and British military strategy? Circa 1900, this crisp glass negative shows an Irish mother posing with her 7 children, reflecting family life at the turn of the century. It highlights both maternal care and household scale. How did large families manage daily life in this era? This image shows Captain John W. Wild Bill Crump and his companion Jeep posing beside Crump's P-47 Thunderbolt of the 360th Fighter Squadron, 356th Fighter Group, 8th Air Force. Jeep sits atop a 500-pound bomb. How did crews balance humor with wartime tension? This 1939 photograph shows children attending Story Hour in Nassau County, New York, capturing a moment of early childhood education and community engagement. How did such programs shape literacy and social development for children during the pre-World War II era? This photograph shows soldiers waiting for the enemy, highlighting the patience, tension, and discipline required on the battlefield. Their alertness reflects the uncertainty of combat situations. How did such moments of waiting test both nerves and tactical readiness? This image shows Kaiser-class liners decaying offshore before World War II, abandoned and left to deteriorate. Once symbols of luxury maritime travel, they now reflect changing times and economic decline. What stories of travel and opulence did these grand ships once hold? This 1965 photograph by Jim Marshall shows Big Mama Thornton in muddy waters with members of his Chicago Blues Band on the back stairs of the Boarding House Club in San Francisco. How did these legendary artists shape the evolution of blues music in America? Circa 1918 in Neepwood, France, a British Army dog handler is pictured with two messenger dogs whose feet were affected by mustard gas. This image highlights the use of animals in warfare and the devastating impact of chemical weapons on both humans and animals. This 1976 photograph captures two youngsters casually posing in Cypress Hills, Brooklyn, reflecting everyday life in New York City during the mid-1970s. How did neighborhoods like Cypress Hills shape youth culture and community interactions during this period of urban change? This photograph, discovered in a family photo book, shows unidentified people and animals, with no details known about the location or time. Such images capture mysteries of family history. What stories or memories might this forgotten scene hold for past generations? Circa the early 1900s, this photograph shows ladies posing for the camera, with soft light streaming through a window, possibly in the early morning. It reflects fashion, domestic life, and photography styles of the era. What conversations might have accompanied this posed moment? In 1938, Romanian fascist politician Corneliu Zelia Codreanu, leader of the Iron Guard, faced trial for high treason. This image captures a pivotal moment in Romania's political history, highlighting the conflict between extremist movements and state authority. How did this trial impact the Iron Guard? On November 26, 1950, during the Korean War, Chinese People's Volunteer Army troops launched a major counterattack in North Korea against South Korean and UN forces. This decisive action shattered hopes for a swift end to the conflict. How did this change the war's momentum? This 1976 photograph by Franco Zecchini captures a moment in Palermo, Sicily, reflecting the city's vibrant street life and social atmosphere during the 1970s. What cultural or political influences might have shaped daily life in Palermo at that time? This 1894 photograph shows Virginia and Vanessa Stevens, aged 12 and 15, capturing a moment of adolescence in the late 19th century. Their attire and posture reflect Victorian-era childhood norms. What might their daily lives and responsibilities have been like at this age? Circa 1910, this photograph shows two girls smiling proudly from their elaborate snow fort. It captures the joy and creativity of childhood play in winter. How did children of this era entertain themselves and make the most of snowy days? This 1979 photograph by Nikolai Malyshev shows an employee at the newly opened Leipzig store in Moscow demonstrating musical instruments produced in the GDR. It reflects Cold War-era commerce and cultural exchange. How popular were these instruments among Soviet musicians at the time? This 1925 photograph captures Wyatt Earp gazing across the Colorado River toward Arizona, offering a glimpse of the legendary lawman in his later years. How did Earp's life in the West shape the myths and stories that still surround him today? This photograph shows a young British woman from the 1920s, reflecting the fashion and social style of the post-World War I era. Her attire and pose capture the changing roles and independence of women during this transformative decade. How did society view young women then? This 1915 photograph shows the milligram section of the 16th Reggimento Cavalieri di Lucca stationed in Casso. It highlights Italy's cavalry units adapting to modern warfare with machine guns. How did these mounted troops transition from traditional cavalry to mechanized combat roles?